Alright. I figured out what I was going to do today. So I took a moment to read comments. And some of them were very, very nice. And some of them were very, very funny. And some of them were very, very funny. And I don't think they were meant to be funny, but they were hysterical. So, they were 3 times. Anyways, after reading comments, it was glaringly obvious that everybody was like, look, don't give up on the Game of Thrones until you actually watch the goddamn episode, form your own thoughts on it. And I went, alright, fair enough. Well, Sunday I watched it. And it started another one of me and my mother's famous arguments about TV shows. You know, we have them. And in this one, she was arguing why it was possible. There's going to be spoilers in this shit, by the way. She was arguing why it's not only possible, but probable that Arya would be the one to kill the Night King because she was trained to be an assassin. And I said, who fucking cares about that shit? She has nothing goddamn to do with it. Anyway. It boiled down to, I'm not arguing whether or not she can. I'm arguing as to why the fuck she did. Like, she's still trying to defend that she can. And I'm like, I know she can. I admit she can. She's awesome. But fucking why? Anyways, so I watched the episode. And I gotta tell you, it's seared into my mind. Because of the badness of it. It's there next to Troll 2, which I love, and other various movies and TV shows. It starts off showing off that everybody is running around inside the castle scared. Alright, it's Winterfell. If there isn't a scene in the episode where somebody's running around scared, I don't understand why they made the episode. Like, what are they showing here, right? So people running around scared, and then it shows all the battle formations. It shows out the battle lines that have been drawn. They are as follows. There's the castle inner. There's the castle wall. Beyond the castle wall, there is a trench filled with sticks. Beyond the trench filled with sticks, which has one bridge, there is a shit ton of infantry. Unsullied, right? In front of the Unsullied, I think it's like the Northmen or whatever, they're in there somewhere, right? All that shit. And then in front of the infantry, there are a row of very large trebuchet. In front of the trebuchet, cavalry. Now, I admit, I happen to be a tactical genius, nerd, whatever you want to call it. I love medieval tactics. I collect swords, for Christ's sake. Right? Oh, I keep forgetting to show off the next sword. Maybe I'll remember this time. So I see this layout, and immediately, this is the first thing. Right? They bombard me with this nonsense. The first thing I think is, it's going to be really awesome for the Night King to siege the castle when they have provided for him siege weaponry. Like if he can get one of the zombies, or just some of the zombies, or maybe the dragon to work that fucking trebuchet, that's going to do some devastating damage to those fucking castle walls, because that's what trebuchet do. They do devastating damage to castle walls. Why in the fuck are there trebuchet at all? The zombies aren't going to use them. They're not going to turn the fucking things around and use them. Even though that's a tactic a living army would do, So I can't wait to see if Cersei decides to fucking storm the north, and they're gonna provide her with a row of goddamn trebuchets! Alright. So, whatever. Why they're even there, I don't know. I think they launched 2 volleys with them. Which pretty much does fuck all, because it's a goddamn literal tidal wave of zombies. Which physically just doesn't even make any sense. Whatever. So, first thing that happens is, from the darkness, Melisandre walks in. And I went, she doesn't even fucking look like she's winded. Her horse looks fine. Did she seriously walk this whole way? Like there's undead army kind of chasing her. Like what? What the fuck? Okay. Okay. So Melisandre appears out of the darkness. Kind of makes sense. Fine. Melisandre appears out of the darkness, rides up, on a horse, rides up to the fucking castle. They let her in. I went, alright. So then, she goes up to one horseman's sword. Touches it, says some shit, lights on fire. All the other swords light on fire. Right? This will become important later on, because we have now established that this character can touch something and make other things like it light up. Right? So, the Dothraki charge and all die. Fuck the Dothraki. Who gives a shit? Moving on. The tidal wave of zombies that rushed over the Dothraki and all their horses. Thank you for the cavalry. They get up to all the people. All the people immediately retreat. Except the Unsullied, the remainder of Daenerys' army, which decides that they are going to sacrifice themselves to a man to make sure that the retreat of Northmen succeeds. Thank you for the Unsullied troops. Now, there's a fairly tense moment. I guess it's supposed to be. It doesn't really feel like it due to the pacing of fucking stupidity of the writing. But nevertheless, there's supposed to be a fairly tense moment wherein the tidal wave of zombies is destroying all of the fucking Unsullied, and nobody can light the goddamn trench on fire. That's why there's a bunch of sticks in it to light it on fire. They didn't cover it in pitch or anything like that. Apparently they don't have any. That'll come into play later on. So they couldn't cover it with pitch or anything like that. They don't have gasoline. So nobody can light the fucking shit on fire. It's a blizzard because the Night King has finally decided to bring in a blizzard. Remember when I didn't say he led with a blizzard? Yeah, it's because he didn't lead with the blizzard. Like he's done so many times before. Whatever. Didn't lead with the blizzard, brought that shit in later on. Because Jon had found the line of the White Walkers and he saw them, and so now we have to have a blizzard because otherwise he'd just fucking rake fire across those assholes and they'd all die and then we'd be done. So we can't have that shit happen. Blizzard. Nobody can light the trench. Right? I mean, it's really, that's pretty much, I imagine, how they wrote it. So, nobody can light the trench. So Melisandre says, I will light the trench. Now, Melisandre doesn't walk up to a random fucking wooden stake and fucking say her shit and light them all on fire. No. She takes a painfully slow, ponderous ass walk with an unsullied escort out to the fucking thing to light the shit on fire. It's painfully slow because you as the viewer know, because you as the viewer have seen the scene before, that the Unsullied are being slaughtered to a man to make sure that the good guys get free. The good guys have gotten free. The bridge has been dropped. This shit needs lit on fire. She's still walking. She hasn't even made it halfway left. They've got to be through at least half the ranks at this point. Why isn't this bitch lighting this shit on fire? Why the fuck do we even care? Because they're all dead. She's gonna light the shit on fire. What are they gonna do? Run into the fire? They're all fucking dead anyways. So who gives a shit if she's taking a slow ass ponderous fucking walk? They're all dead. Okay, is this supposed to be a tense moment? So she lights the thing on fire. It goes on fire. And all of the zombies just stop dead and stare at it. Visually, it was the most goddamn ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. To consider that moments ago, it was literally a tidal wave. Like, high enough that a man on a horse looked up when he shrieked in his death. A man on a horse looked up this high. So we're talking, what? 10, 15, 20 feet tall tidal wave of dead people. That is now just a large group of people staring at a fire. It looks like goddamn Firefest. It was ridiculous. They were all mesmerized by the fire. So the Night King reaches out his fucking hand. Oh, by the way, we cut to Bran. He was in the Godswood with Theon and all of the archers in the woods. Okay, more on that later. Bran goes, or Theon says some shit to him like, I don't even fucking know what. I don't think they lit the trench. I think is his line. And Bran goes, alright, I'm gonna go fuck off now. And he rolls his eyes back in his head. He goes and wargs into some birds so that we can get a really cool visual of the Night King stretching his hand out. And then 5 zombies just walk into the fire and put it out in that section. Now mind you, and I gotta light a cigarette before I fucking go into this shit, because this just gets fucked. It's just... Now mind you, every single other time we have ever seen a white encounter fire in the entirety of the show, they immediately combust into flames. Like, I saw one clip where somebody just like kind of lightly brushed one almost with a torch and it immediately erupted into fire. These things all of a sudden are now flame retardant. They fall on a fire, the fire goes out. Every zombie that fucking jumped into that fucking trench my pizza's here. When they knock, I'll go get it. Every single zombie... I'll empty my trash tray. Every single zombie that fell into that trench should have made it get fucking more fire. More fire should have been added. This is like adding gasoline to fire. Why is it that now 5 can put out an entire section of a trench? Why the fuck is the trench only a fucking like 3 feet wide? What in the hell is going on here? So they put out the fire in a section. Shit ton of zombies flood into the fucking castle. Right? Zombies in the castle. Poor Sam immediately gets tackled by like 8 zombies. Jamie kills 1. Sam's fine. No, all the rest of the zombies, I guess, run away. He got scared. Jamie gets attacked by like fucking 3 zombies. Brienne kills 1, and the rest of them just fuck off. Alright, it's too tough. Mind you, everywhere in the background, and sometimes in the foreground, people are being slaughtered. And that's my pizza. Don't fucking get the pizza with my fucking hand on. I'm retarded. Fucking delivery guy thinks I'm sitting around in here with my fucking hat on. Anyways, mind you, people all over the place are being shredded just indiscriminately by these things. They are just going from person to person and mauling them in groups. Yet, every time a named character gets mauled in a group, another named character stabs one and the rest of them all go, oh no! Now these things are being killed in droves too. Everybody that they're attacking is attacking them. And that doesn't fucking matter to them, except when a named character does it. This shit happens over and over again. But we'll get more into that later. Now, Arya Stark. We begin to talk about Arya Stark. Arya Stark is a character I honestly love. Arya Stark, fucking badass girl as she is, man, just killing motherfuckers left and right. Dude, she's whipping around this staff. She's generally more of a sword fighter. I mean, that's really what she's been trained in. But now she's amazing with a staff. Just fucking, whoa, she's amazing with a staff. Okay, it's cool looking. She's amazing with a staff. And she kills like 20 motherfucking zombies. Right? She gets crowded in on both sides. She rolls down a shit ton of zombies that are on the stairs. It was so cool looking. Zombie pushes her, she bashes her noggin, and she no longer has any skills. She gets into the library. She is now utterly disarmed. She can't do anything but hide. There are 5 zombies kind of just milling about in the library. Like, we've never seen really zombies walk a whole lot when they're in the midst of a blood frenzy on this show, but nevertheless, this is now a horror movie. So Arya is trapped in the library with 5 zombies. After killing 20 of them with a fucking spear she no longer has, fair enough, but she still has her fucking sword, and it is Valyrian steel, shut the fuck up. Right? So, 5 zombies, but she bashed her head. She has no skills anymore. So she hides. Now she's crawling around the library. She's breathing. She's moving. Her clothes, I imagine, are rustling. She's got armor on. She's got a weapon on. She's got a belt on. She's got all this stuff on. And she's moving around. Leather's creaking. All these noises that she's making. She slowly gets her way through the library. Oh God, we're safe. And then we see a drop of blood hit the ground. And all the zombies are immediately alerted to where she is. So now there's a chase. They get into a room. They close, bolt the wooden door, put wooden things behind it. This stops all of the zombies dead. They cannot, while within the hallway, with enough force, bash themselves against that door until they're bloody and paste. They cannot get in to the fucking room because there's a wooden door. This will come into play later on. Alright. So, where are we? Oh. At this point, Melisandre says some shit to Arya that heavily means that Arya's gonna kill the goddamn Night King. And I went, oh my fucking god. Arya fucks off and disappears. Right? There's some shit with Jon. I know I haven't mentioned Jon or Daenerys yet. Pretty much because they haven't really come up in any meaningful way yet. There's some things with Jon and Daenerys. Daenerys almost allows another dragon to get killed by a swarm of zombies. because she landed the dragon and then just sat there and allowed the swarm of zombies to attack the fucking dragon. So now Daenerys doesn't have a dragon. Jon fought the Night King with his dragon. Night King has a dragon. Jon fought the Night King with his dragon. Alright? And then his dragon gets fucking it hits the ground and then disappears. No more fucking dragons. Right? So, whatever. The Night King blows out a giant fucking hole in the wall. Don't know why this mattered. The gates are wide open. But nevertheless, it looked cool. Giant fucking hole in the wall. Dragon fire. Woo. Now, it begs the question, why the fuck, if the Night King knew that Bran was in the Godswood, I mean, that is, after all, the plan, bait the Night King out by putting Bran out in the open in the Godswood. Why the fuck didn't the Night King just flame the shit out of the whole goddamn Nightswood and end the whole fucking thing? Whatever. He blows a hole in the wall. It looked very cool. Now there's an even bigger hole in the wall than the gate for more zombies to flood in. Except, now at this point, like, the zombies are kind of all dying. I don't know. It's not too many scenes later where pretty much the zombies are all dead. So I don't know what the whole point of blowing the hole in the wall was. But whatever. Looked cool. So, the Night King is going into the castle because he got knocked off of his dragon. And whatever. You get knocked off to the dragon and then now he's walking. Oh, I forgot. What do we know about the Night King? What kills him? Valyrian steel kills him. Dragon glass kills him. Dragon fire kills him. Oh no, dragon fire doesn't kill him. Things that are forged with dragon fire kill him. Dragon fire itself, he is immune. This makes no goddamn sense. It's fucking retarded. Considering it kills everything else, it's fucking whatever. So, he is utterly immune to dragon fire. We know this because Daenerys' dragon fucking shoots an entire fucking blast goddamn dragon fire directly into his fucking face. And he laughs at her. Whatever. So he walks to the goddamn castle. Jon is off his dragon because his dragon is hurt and his dragon has now disappeared. It literally puffs away in just a giant cloud of smoke and it's just gone from the rest of the show. So, who knows? Daenerys lets her dragon almost get killed. It fucks off. It's gone. Right? The Night King's dragon is hurt. It's fucking gone somewhere. So, Night King's going towards the castle. All the zombies are now dead. Hooray. Amazing. Jon's running after the Night King. There's some weird things where even though the Night King is walking very slowly and Jon is running at full speed, Jon never seems to catch up to him. In fact, the distance grows. Nevertheless, it's a very cool scene to see the Night King reflected by the fire standing with all the corpses. Very cool scene. So, Night King raises his arms. All the dead people get up. All the dead people get up and slowly start making their way towards Jon. Jon is entirely surrounded by dead people. Entirely surrounded by dead people. Entirely surrounded by dead people. 2 scenes later, Jon's fighting 5 dead people. Whatever. Daenerys gets down, saves Jon. That's when she lets the dragon almost get killed. Right, now Daenerys is on the ground. Jorah Mormont comes out of nowhere. We're just going to kind of skip around a little bit. I'm just going to tell people stories because some people just disappear at points. Jorah Mormont comes out of nowhere, saves Daenerys, gets stabbed through a steel breastplate with a dagger. This kills him. This is how he dies. He gets stabbed with a dagger through a steel breastplate. It's funny, there was a time when armor actually mattered. It's funny, the time that Jorah Mormont explained to all of us that armor matters. And that he was going to beat the Dothraki fucking whaler because he was wearing armor. And the Dothraki was not. And even though the Dothraki would be faster, Jorah would be able to take hits. Jorah took a lot of fucking hits. In fact, the way he killed the goddamn Dothraki was he trapped his sword with his gauntleted arm against his steel breastplate after the guy full force swung it at him. He trapped it with his arm and killed the motherfucker. This is how Jorah Mormont dies. stabbed with a dagger through a steel breastplate. Thanks for the lesson, Jorah. Didn't fucking matter. Armor doesn't matter. Somewhere in there, Beric Dondarrion got stabbed 50 fucking thousand times through all sorts of armor too. Who gives a shit? Armor doesn't matter. It's Beric's time to die. Again. So, Night King's going into the castle. Everybody's being attacked by zombies except for Jon. Even though he was utterly surrounded by zombies, it is now entirely clear, because it was whittled down somehow to 5 zombies, and then Daenerys killed them, and apparently all the rest of the zombies outside of the castle, because there are no more zombies outside the castle. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, there was the zombie giant at one point. Crushed the little girl. She stabbed him in the eye, and he fell all apart. Which kind of reinforced the thing where you stabbed him with the dragon glass, and they kind of fell apart. Apparently they don't fall apart anymore, and they can then be reanimated. Which, whatever. Okay. So, Dragon Kings walk through. All the zombies are attacking everybody again. Jon walks in, sees Sam on the ground covered in zombies. He sees Brienne, Jaime, Pod, all covered with zombies. The zombies that were before indiscriminately killing everybody, now that everybody's dead except for like 5 people, apparently this time the Night King has raised the fluffier, kinder, just more screamy and grabby zombies. Joe Biden zombies. They were all just holding them and sniffing their head. So the Joe Biden zombie army holds all of those characters for like 5 to 10 minutes. Like, it just holds them for 5 to 10 minutes. It holds them through the course of when the fucking army was resurrected to when the Night King fucking dies. Through the entirety of everything that happens during that time, they're all being held in place by a shit ton of zombies that are just smelling their hair. Joe Biden zombies. Why the fuck did the Night King put his setting to Joe Biden zombies? He should have put Raging Killer fucking zombies again. Did he run out of Raging Killer zombies? Like, is it a thing? Like, it's a role-playing game? All he was left with was Joe Biden zombies at that point? And he's like, fuck, until the rest of the shit charges, Joe Biden it is. Like, I don't fucking get it, but whatever. Nice zombies. So the nice zombies not only don't kill everybody, right? But, we'll get to that. We just gotta remember they're very nice zombies. Except for the dragon. Dragon's all sorts of pissed off. Jon runs into the dragon. Remember the dragon that blew a gigantic hole through the fucking castle wall? Well, apparently the castle wall is now proof to dragon fire. Because Jon is now hiding behind blasted out pieces of castle wall. How are they blasted out, you ask? Dragon fire, which now no longer works against them. Okay. So Jon's fighting the dragon. I guess there's supposed to be a tense moment where all of the archers get killed by fucking thousands of zombies that are crammed shoulder to shoulder in the Godswood, right? The Night King comes in. Bran wakes the fuck back up. Tells Theon he was a good guy. Theon takes this as his cue, because it's a line in the script, to go and get himself killed. Theon grabs a spear, runs at the Night King. The Night King takes the spear from him, breaks it in half, and stabs him through his boiled leather chest plate with the wooden part of the shaft. I have problems with this, but whatever, he's really, really strong, so it is a fantasy show. He's really, really strong. I guess the Night King can do it. If the whites can fucking stab through a steel breastplate with a dagger, why in the fuck can't the Night King stab through a boiled leather breastplate with a wooden stick? I don't know. So Night King walks up to Bran. There's a stupid ass fucking scene that everybody points to where it shows one of the White Walkers and like there's a breeze that blows past his hair. And Arya just materializes out of the smoke and kills the Night King. All of the Joe Biden zombies die. So everybody that was just being sniffed by the Joe Biden zombies are fine. I gotta admit I died a little bit inside. So anyways, there's some shit with Cersei. Bitching about elephants or whatever. I don't even fucking know. I don't care about Cersei. I give a shit less about Cersei. Cersei is a bland fucking piece of shit character. She's always been a bland piece of shit character. She's beautifully acted. I will say that. She's a bland piece of shit character. She's a one-trick pony. She hates everybody. She just wants everybody to die now. She's become the new Night King, and if they actually make her the new Night King, I'll watch the last 3 episodes. Otherwise, I don't give a shit about Cersei. Why the fuck do I care about Cersei? The whole thing was about people putting aside their differences and fighting the bad guys. They did that. Now all the good guys are dead, except for the named people. Now I gotta go fight Cersei. Thank God nobody else in the fucking 7 kingdoms decided to come up to the north to fuck around with the zombies. All that died was Daenerys' forces. And all of, you know, everybody in the north except for the named characters. And even a lot of them are dead. So it should be real interesting. And I don't fucking care. I don't care to watch 3 more fucking episodes of this show. I don't care to watch 2 episodes of them going around from region to region begging everybody to fucking help them fight Cersei. They got 2 dragons. If they really want to kill Cersei, you fly to the Red Keep and melt the motherfucker. Like, she's dead. There you go. Done. Like, give a shit. It's dumb. It's getting dumb at this point. Like, we're gonna have 3 more hours of fucking horse shit politicking, which I could care less about because it's never been fucking interesting in this show. It's always been the shittiest part of it. And like, don't get me wrong, the politicking is cool with the cool people that are doing the politicking. But when it's just, oh, please help us. Oh my god, it just sucks so much. So, it's going to be 2 episodes of fucking deals and horse shit. And then it's going to be 1 episode of fighting Cersei. I don't fucking care. It's dumb. Like, I don't care. None of the rest of it is going to be interesting to me. And I'm going to be amazed if any of the rest of it's really going to be interesting to the rest of you. Like, I don't know. Unless you are the type of person that can see a line of trebuchets in front of an infantry and go, I'm watching the pretty lights. I'm just not that type of person. I can't watch the character that taught us what a difference having plate mail makes get stabbed through plate mail with a fucking dagger. If a Dothraki can't swing his fucking sword through the thing, it was a really good dagger. Anyways, whatever. I'm sure the Night King outfitted his whole troops with Valyrian steel, so that's why. Now, why Arya Stark? That's my question. I understand that she can't. I get it. It would have been nice to see her put on a dead person's face and go walking through the dead people as a dead person walk up to the Night King and kill him. That would have been cool. That's kind of using her assassin skills. Instead, now, she can all of a sudden just turn invisible. Or move so fast that only the breeze catches her until she comes leaping out of the shadow. Of course, the Night King is fast enough to catch her because now she's moving as slow as fucking shit. So, whatever. And we're just going to ignore the fact that, like, it literally showed a scene where it was packed with zombies shoulder to shoulder in the Godswood, which is not a huge area. And she snuck past them all. I guess she figured out how to make sure that no blood dropped. Because otherwise they can't hear. They can only hear blood drops. And for anybody who says, oh, they smelled the blood drops. Asshole, she was bleeding. So it's her blood that dropped. They didn't smell it while she was running through the library. Shut the fuck up with that dumbass excuse. So, why Arya? 2 episodes ago, she was teasing everybody for prepping for Grumpkins and Snarks. And now she's the one... Not one bit of her storyline arc has ever had anything to do with anything from the North. Not one bit of it. Right? She spent most of her time on islands where this shit wasn't going to be a problem. Right? She really badly wants to kill Cersei. Right? But she kills the Night King. Because Melisandre says so. Whatever. Arya's just gonna kill everybody then. Fine. Fuck it. I don't care. I don't care. Jon. Why not Jon? Makes sense. Jon's entire storyline revolves around the goddamn Night King. The man has literally lost everything to the Night King. He's lost his place in the world. He lost his life. He lost his friends. He lost... Everything in his life is in upheaval because of this one dude. He has single-handedly pulled together every shred of resources he possibly could. He put his heart and soul into all of this. And he was fucking around screaming at a dragon while Arya was just killing everybody. He didn't really do anything of any effect through the entirety of the episode. Somebody in the comment section was honest enough to actually say that while they were watching it, they thought to themselves, why is Jon even here? And honestly, I don't know. Because he didn't really do anything. Most of the shit Jon tried, he bumbled the fuck up. This reeks to me of women empowerment. All of a sudden, men who are very, very competent are now all of a sudden very, very incompetent so that women can save the day. I'm not going to go there because I don't really give a shit about the culture war, but this smacks of that kind of horse shit. So whatever. But nevertheless, it's what happened. Jon didn't get to kill his adversary. Arya killed his adversary. Makes me wonder if Jon's going to kill Arya's adversary. Because that'd just be fucking stupid. Why the fuck would Jon kill Cersei? Honestly, Jon hasn't really given much of a fucking shit about Cersei. He hasn't really had anything in his storyline arc that has anything to do with goddamn South. He met with Cersei once. He didn't like her. Other than that, fucking... So... I don't know. Whatever. Like... She said she'd come and help and she didn't. I guess, whatever. But, you know, now he's got to fight for his kingdom, so... Whatever. And I don't want to have to watch Daenerys and Jon fight over who the fuck gets to sit on the goddamn throne. I give a shit less who sits on a fucking throne. Like, there was a time when the fucking whole thing was called Song of Ice and Fire. Now it's really Game of Thrones. And the whole Night King thing, who gives a shit? We ended it in one episode, because fuck it, who cares? It's a boring storyline. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the fucking Night King. It's a dead army. Who cares? We'll do one big grand thing, kill him, fuck it all off. It's just, this is the storyline that we've been building through the entirety of the show, from literally the first episode where you first got to see the White Walker. This is the storyline we've been building for, but fuck it, one episode, fuck it, we're done with it. Who gives a shit? Battle of Winterfell. Fuck it. Done. We got other shit to do. Cersei. Alright. Cool. Whatever. Well, fuck it. As far as I'm concerned, the show's done. Like, this is a spinoff at this point. This is now Game of Thrones as far as I'm concerned. And I don't fucking care about spinoff. So, whatever. You guys have fun watching the Connors. I'm gonna watch different shit because I just have better things to do with my time. I want to watch reruns of old Marvel movies because I care about that more.